Recording is on.
Recording is on.
Recording is on.
Hello, Nina. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, yes.
Yeah, happy Yule, everything.
Yeah, that's true. And happy rough nights and everything we're having for the last 13 days already.
Yeah.
So thanks, Sean, that you're here with me and that you're doing this interview.
Yeah, I'm happy we could, we wanted to participate in this somehow, and in Toronto there's another lockdown happening right now, so we're quarantining, we're staying apart, we're isolating, so there was no way for us to play, so we thought an interview and just to talk, and anything to do with you, Nina, and Minicave, it means a lot to us, so it was important that we participate somehow. And thankfully, we sorted out all of our tech issues ahead of time. So now we're ready to go. We're gonna do it now. So yeah. So no, we're happy to be here. And I know this year fucking sucks for everybody. And it's been a tough one. And I don't know. It's important for us to stay connected and stay in touch. So we're really stoked to be here and really happy to share New Year's with you and with everybody that's watching on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube and everything. We're happy to be here.
Yeah. So that's a very nice intro. Thank you for that, Sean. And I'm so happy you were joining us. At least we can do this interview, and we were we planned something else, but then the pandemic was there and the second lockdown, and you couldn't meet Sean, and that's why you're on your own now, I think, because there's the other Sean missing.
The other Sean, yes, we are minus one Sean, but you got 50% of the Seans, so you're okay. I'll let you decide which is the better or the worst Sean. I don't know, but I think you got. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. We got. Sean's just. I don't know where he is. He's out somewhere doing something. I don't know.
Okay.
Probably no. Sean's good. We're good. Sean and I are both okay. Our health-wise, we've been fine, and like our families have been okay, and our friends have been okay, and our loved ones have been okay. So like in that sense, we have absolutely nothing to complain about whatsoever. We're very fortunate that way. I know how difficult this is for people all across the world, and this is a really trying time, and it's a really exhausting time for people, and so it's important to take note of these things that you can appreciate, like the fact that we're physically okay, and just keep your mental health on point and make sure everything's kind of all right. So that's about it, but we're good, we're okay. It's a weird time, obviously, but we're surviving, and we're doing just fine over here in cold Toronto. We're fine.
In cold Toronto.
It's been mild. It's been mild for the most part, but we finally, just in time for Christmas, we got a big, nice, heavy snowfall. So our ugly city looked pretty once again with all the snow. That's what you have to do to make Toronto look pretty, is just bury it under snow, and then it looks great. So we were lucky that way. So it's fine. The weather's been pretty good. It's not as cold as it usually is. So a couple negative 11 days, but that's about it. We're fine.
Lucky you. So lucky that you're all okay. You're all doing good, and everybody's healthy. And lucky you're having snow. I love snow. It's so quiet and peaceful, and it's so bright and light, and since yesterday we have a huge storm here, and it feels like it will blow your house away. And just heavy rain. So I prefer snow now.
Yeah, it's pretty. Snow is very pretty.
Yeah. But we're not here to talk about the weather.
No, we're not. That's boring.
Yeah, and you said that this year was very tough one for all of us, but there was something very nice that happened to you.
Mhm.
And that was the news. So I was able to read on Facebook a few weeks ago that you signed in on Freakwave label, the new label from Thomas Thyssen and Eric Burton, two very famous people in the music scene. So what happened?
No. Yeah, we're very excited about this. We've been sort of working with Thomas for a while. He was kind of, I guess, mentoring us a little bit. We met him in a natural way. Like, we had no idea who he was or what his history was. We met him through our friend Alex in 2018 in Berlin. And he just introduced him as my friend Thomas. He's a nice guy. He works in the music industry here in Germany, and he likes you and he wants to meet you. And that was really it. So we met him as a friend. We had no clue. And at the end of that, he gave me a card and he said, when you get home in Canada, just email and we'll talk. And if you're in the music industry long enough, a lot of people say these things to you and they tell you these things, and you just sort of have to take it with a grain of salt. And, you know, people always promise things and then don't back them up. So I didn't think anything much of it. And then we came home and emailed, and then he got back to us right away and we just kept talking. And then it was when we were on tour last year at SO36. He told us he was starting this new label with Eric through Schubert Publishing, and he wanted us to be one of the first signings. And yeah, it was pretty overwhelming, and it's cool because they're very artist friendly, and they didn't want any input or anything. They just said, we want the next Traitrs album, whatever that is, however it sounds, whatever you guys decide to do, we stand behind it 100%. And that's all Sean and I want. As an artist, it's nice to know that you've got the people backing you up, but they also just trust that you're going to make the record that we're going to make. And that's all we wanted. And the relationship has been excellent. And it's a nice mix of business, and also it's a bit more relaxed because we do have a rapport that we've built just from being friends. But it's very exciting. And there was a lot of uncertainty at the beginning of the year with the pandemic, and saying like, okay, this thing that we agreed on late last year, is this still going to be on the table, or is there going to be, you know, like financially, it's just, I don't know. Nobody has any idea what the future of businesses hold or anything. So we were a bit concerned, but in the end, everything is okay. So we're all set. You know, we just have to get through all of this stuff, and then I think everyone should be very excited. Sean and I feel really good about moving forward from where we left off. And as much as it's sad to say goodbye to the people like James from Pleasance Records in Toronto, who he helped us before anybody else had any idea who we are. And he really took a risk on us, and just because he liked the music and he, you know, liked us as people, and you know, it's sad to move on, but we always knew that this day would come. And same with like Jean-Louis from Manic Depression Records and Marchant from Alkira Visions. It's the same thing. You know, we've built a really strong relationship with these people, and it's sad to go, but it's also exciting to move on to the next new thing. So yeah, so we're very excited. We're very excited about moving forward. And Crew Lies is on as well. They were announced as being signed as well, a great band from Sacramento. So yeah, it seems like good things with Freakwave. So we're very excited. It's a very positive way to end the year, and then hopefully move forward to better things in 2021.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Such a nice story. And I can still remember when we first met, what was in Portugal last year.
Yeah.
At Expo Festival.
Mhm.
And you told me about the contact with Thomas, and I wrote with Thomas about, you know, hey, I met Sean and I know you're in contact, and he was like, yeah, these guys are brilliant, and I was like, yeah, sure, they are brilliant, but I had no idea what was going on in the back of this.
Mhm.
Reading this news really made me excited.
Yeah.
And you told me before that you're working on your album, so now we can expect more songs, a new album coming up,
Yeah.
soon.
Yes, absolutely. So I guess I'll explain the whole thing. So we actually started. We always had the spring kind of booked off to record the new album. So we finished our tour last year at the end of November and took a brief break for Christmas and the holidays, and then beginning of January and February of 2020, we were going to finish writing the record, and we'd basically been piecing it together gradually since 2018. Sean and I were writing a lot on tour. On days off, we would, instead of, just sort of wasting time just laying around hotels or wherever we were staying at that time, we brought our gear and we just kept writing and kept recording and kept thinking about the new record. So it's been, this record's been on our mind for 18 to 24 months at least. And so we started recording in March, and it was the week that the coronavirus shut everything down. And I remember coming to a session on either the Thursday or the Friday and seeing Josh, our producer, and just like going like, I don't know, man, like all this stuff is getting canceled. And it was so weird because he didn't know what was going on. And then gradually over time, it just became like, who would have guessed now, like 9 months later, here we are still not doing anything. So it was very odd, but that's sort of where we started recording. And then we had to stop for several months while things were shut down here in the city. So it made the recording process really disjointed and kind of broken up. But we used that time to just keep writing and keep tightening up the songs that we did have and listening to the mixes and making sure everything was as tight as it could be and as punchy as it could be, and making sure every part lands the right way and it's as good as it can possibly be. So we, as much as it was annoying having to wait that long to finish recording it, and you feel like you lose momentum and you lose a bit of steam when you have to work like that, we definitely made use of the time to just really think deep and hard about what we wanted to say with the album, what we wanted to do musically, and how we wanted to push our sound further and build off this framework that we've built over the last 4 years, and excite ourselves and our fans with new places that we're going to go and new things we're going to try. So it's very exciting, and that's just what we did. We just took the time to just reflect on the music we've put out and what we want to do. And we were the last session with Josh in March, and then we were the first session back in July when we could get together again safely. And that was it. We just kept kind of coming in like that for 2 and 3 days, and then taking time off and then coming back in. So it felt odd, I guess, but yeah, like I said, we made the most of the time. So we finished it up. We are waiting to master it in the new year, and that's it. We're very excited with it. We're very happy with it. It's the hardest Sean and I have ever worked on anything in our lives. We really pushed ourselves to make something special, which we would have done anyways, but especially given the circumstances of this whole year and not being able to tour and being able to see all of these beautiful people that come to our shows, we felt like it's our job more than ever to provide new exciting music for people and how to be the best band we can possibly be and all of this stuff. So we took it very seriously. We want to give something that's going to bring joy to people and bring happiness to people. And it's a really dark record. It's a really driving record. And there's a lot of music. All I'm going to say is there's a lot of music. You're going to be seeing a lot of Traitrs next year. So if anybody was wondering, oh, what are these guys doing? Like, oh, are they just kind of sitting around twiddling their thumbs? It's like, next year is going to be a lot of fun, is all I'm going to say. So, we've been taking the time to finish recording and just thinking of new ways to engage our audience and how to connect with people. And we're figuring it out. We're spending a lot of time thinking too, and just, trying to come up with new, fresh ideas. So it's exciting. This year fucking sucks, and next year might suck too, but we'll try to make it suck a little bit less, or until we can finally tour again and see you fucking people who we miss like crazy. So
Yeah.
that's what we've been up to here in Canada.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow. Very, very touching. Now I have to thought my mind again. So I want to have this new album now.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna email it to you. I'm gonna send you a text message, okay? No, I'm not gonna do that. No. I can't. You gotta wait. Be patient, Nina. You gotta wait for this record. I know.
That's
Trust
not
me.
really my best skill.
By the time this album comes out, Sean and I are gonna be so tired of it. We're gonna be like, oh, okay. We're gonna probably have written a whole brand new record by this time. We'll be like, oh yeah, this old new record. Forget that one.
Yeah.
No, we're excited. We don't know. Release dates are a really weird thing. It's something that we talk to Thomas a lot about, and it's hard to make plans right now when everything is so in flux and everything just seems to be fluctuating and flipping and whatever. Like, it seems promising with all the vaccines and everything, but realistically, I don't know when we can tour again. So we'll see. But just be optimistic that the future will hold good things eventually at some point. Hopefully sooner than later. But yeah, so it's good. And like I said, Sean and I are thinking of interesting things to do in the new year to make up for any gaps between the album actually coming out and whatnot. So we have a lot on the go. We're being pretty quiet social media wise, but we're working a lot and thinking a lot about what we can do for the future. So we're very excited about these things that are coming up. So hopefully everybody likes it. I think you will.
Yeah, I'm sure they will do. Especially everybody who listened to that interview here, because now I really can't wait. And so you really can't tell when the album will be released.
I wish I could. We're not sure. We're still everything is still being discussed. Like that's the weird thing about this whole signing a new record contract in a pandemic and thinking about release dates during a pandemic. It becomes weird, and especially when you don't like. The problem with this whole thing is there's no end in sight. At least if you could point to a specific date and say, on this day everything will be back to normal, then okay, you can plan for that. But when it's just like everything gets stretched out, oh, another month of lockdowns, oh, another 2 months of lockdowns, oh, yeah, it's a vaccine, but you're not going to get the vaccine till March. It's like, in a perfect world, these things wouldn't be issues at all, but they are. So you kind of have to deal with it, and that's what we're doing. So we hope you'll be able to hear new music from us sooner than later. That's all I can say. I'd like to say more or be more promising, but we're not sure. We don't know yet, but it's coming.
Music is very promising. Yeah. And then I think we all have to bomb Thomas and Eric now with emails. Like,
those guys. Email Freakwave Records and just say, where is this record? Where is it?
Yeah.
Spam those guys, okay?
Everybody should
I'm kidding. I'm sorry, Thomas. If you get bombarded with emails, I'm very sorry. We'll dox Thomas Tisson. That's what we do. We'll give you a full address and you can go up and placards and torches and just go, where's our record? Where's the record?
Okay, I'm pretty sure Thomas will understand that we all want to hear new sounds and we all want to listen to you.
No, it's coming from a good place.
Yeah. So we can prepare for your next tour. What might come next year. We all hope that's going to happen.
Yeah.
The vaccine is going, to help everybody, and everybody's is getting back to routine and concerts and festivals, stuff like that. But that's in the future. none of us knows how the future will be like, but what we know is how the past was.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your incredible year 2019.
Yeah,
You it was 3 months, wasn't it?
it was. But what I forgot too is we were in Europe at the beginning of the year too. Like we did the Scandinavian tour with Then Come Silence and the Foreign Resort, and we did the dates with Holygram in 2019. Like that was in February and March, and then August to November was when we did our marathon Psycho 3-month tour, which was probably the dumbest thing we've ever done and the hardest thing, but the most rewarding. Like it was all of this stuff. It was crazy and it was difficult, but the shows were awesome. Like there are some of my favorite shows we've ever done were during that tour, and one of them was the Halloween show that we did with you and Vic.
Thank you.
That night was so special just because there were a lot of people who we met on our very first European tour, way back in 2017 when we played Gotham Sounds Festival and we played Old Skull in Warsaw. And at Witten, we met up with some people who we hadn't seen since then. It was like this beautiful coming together of people from that very first tour that we hadn't seen the whole time, and then all these new people like you who we just met, and it was just a really touching event with so many special people, and it was just a real intimate vibe the whole time. And then the other show that I always think of too is in the last show of the tour was in Ilmenau, and with XTR Human, and it was that show too was like, it was the same thing. It was just all these people that mean so much to us in one little tiny sweaty room with all of us just going crazy. And it was an intense show. And I just like, it was so hot in that room, and it was amazing. It was like everybody was all connected at one time, and this feeding of energy from the crowd and us pushing it back. It was it was like an out-of-body experience. And I remember saying at the end of that show that we'd be back with a new record next year, and it bums me out that couldn't happen. But the good thing about having all this time off is like when you're touring, things move so quickly. And this is something that you and I have talked about before, is just like, you're always so focused on the next thing, and you're focused on, I got to book the next show. I've got to book the next festival. It's got to be bigger this time. There's got to be more people at it. And it's got to be, there's all this stuff that is just in your head all the time. And I'm glued to my email app, just Gmail, just, making sure all the bookings are okay. And it's just like, sometimes it moves so quickly, and you're so focused on moving on to the next thing that it's not that you take the events for granted, but it's hard to stay in the moment all the time. And I thought I was doing a good job of that, but I realized just how much in the last 2 or 3 years has changed for us, and how many incredible people we've met throughout this whole time. And just being able to have the time to stay at home and think about that, and think about how special all of these connections are that we make with our fans and with the promoters. And there's all these experiences that we, just talking before shows and talking after shows, and just, I don't know, this whole thing, it's like we all have this very special bond together. And now that it's been taken away because of the pandemic, you realize how important it is. And we definitely are realizing that now. And yeah, it's I don't know. It feels like such a long time ago that we were sleeping on people's floors and doing all the crazy shit that you do on tour. And yeah, but to get back to your original question, yeah, like that, the 3-month tour was it was hard. It was very difficult for Sean and I to do it, to basically live out of your suitcase and not go home for this whole period of time was really it was an incredible experience, and it was really it was odd. It was very very strange, but it took a lot out of us. Like we came back home, we were very tired and exhausted, and um, it was a lot of hard work, and it was parts of it were stressful, and it's I think we needed a break. I think Sean and I have been kind of going at a pretty steady clip for a long time, or at least like in the last 2 years, like without really stopping. And it was good to just sort of recharge the batteries. And there's a bit of relief to just going like, okay, I have to stay home. So I'm going to just focus on relaxing and kind of, making sure I'm doing okay and stuff like that. So, yeah, it was, I don't know, man. The last 2019 was a really busy and incredible year. Like so many great shows, and we saw our little fan base grow, and it just keeps getting bigger before our very eyes. And it's like, it's so crazy. It's been just a whirlwind for us, and it's going to pick up as soon as we can get back out there. It's going to pick up right where we left off, and it's going to be even more special because we've been hiding from each other for a whole year now. So it's been good to just think. I think like just the pandemic and being in isolation and just realizing how important these people are and these connections that you make are, and really appreciating it, and like you and us, it's a nice thing. It's a really crazy life that we live. And you booking Minicave and doing what you've done with the festival too over so many years, and doing it in it always feels like, people get so excited when they talk about Minicave, and they get so excited when they talk about Nina, and it's like, it's so nice. We're so fortunate to have this world of awesome people that we can share art with and share culture with and share like-minded ideas with. It's really cool. It's really fucking cool. And it's such a bummer that we can't be together. But when we come back, we're well rested and we're ready to fucking go. So
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Absolutely. We'll be all rested, and hopefully we will survive the first night. We're not in training anymore, but it will be very special.
Oh, everyone's going to be dancing. Everyone's going to be out of shape. Their feet are going to hurt. They're going to be like, oh, how did I do this for hours? What time is it? I need to go to bed. Get in shape. You guys, you people, get ready. I'm kidding.
But that's so true. Thank you, Sean.
Train for these shows. Get ready. All right.
So yeah, people out there, get in shape. Buy new shoes.
Yeah, break them in. You know what it's like dancing in a new pair of shoes. It's all you're gonna get blisters. Get through them. You got to fight through them. Okay. Yeah. Start now. All right, you people, just dance around your apartment or your house or your garage or your backyard, whatever you got, Right.
So great, yeah, because what you just heard is that bands are preparing, just to get on stage with the new stuff. And all we promoters, we're, just waiting to put out new shows with all the bands preparing and to give you a good time. So you stay fit.
Yeah. We're doing our part. You keep at home. You do your part too.
Very good.
I did all my job to, you guys, I'm joking, obviously.
Yeah. And your part is to keep us updated about the new album.
Absolutely. Yeah. We will. We've like I said, I kind of got a little burnt out with social media, I think. And I just think it's a good thing to kind of unplug for a while and remember that there's a world outside of these little apps that live inside our phone. And it's been good to kind of detach from that. But like I said, Sean and I are going. We have stuff in plan to like. You'll be seeing us. We'll be back. We'll be doing stuff. We'll be doing fun stuff. Yeah. It's just, yeah, it's like it's trying to think of like new, creative, fun, interactive stuff that people can enjoy. That's different. That's new. It's, you know, and just figuring out what that is harder than it sounds, I guess. But we have some ideas, and we're starting to put these plans into motion now, which is exciting. So, yeah, there's stuff coming up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Great, very, very great. So very nice words, and I think we before you were going to say a last few words to the people, because I know you want to say a lot of very good stuff to the people out there. You and I, we both want to send out a special invitation to our friends in Scandinavia.
Yeah, those Danish bastards, the foreign resort, Mikkel, you smug mother effer, you know who you are, and Alex, and Jonas, and Matthias, and all these Denken Silence guys, these Swedes, these guys that think they're so polite. Well, this is a Canadian, and I'm a lot more polite than you Swedes. And I'm kidding. I'm cutting like a wrestling promo or something. Yeah. Well, one of the things that we're so happy about now that we haven't been able to tour or do anything is that we actually had the chance to tour with these crazy guys last year. And those shows were so much fun. And they're some of the fondest memories I have is, you know, the time spent in Copenhagen and in Gothenburg and Stockholm and in Helsinki with Denkum Silence and the Foreign Resort. And there's something about the three of us that we've got our friendship that we've built over music and just, you know, a mutual admiration for each other's bands. And we miss you guys. And, you know, we should do some stuff, I think, whenever we're allowed to. I think we'll plan something, I think. If these guys are down for it, which I don't know if they are or not, but maybe Nina can help persuade them to, you know, to agree to something. But yeah, we miss you guys. Yeah.
I promise I will do my best, and Minicave will support this.
Yeah, just as long as you promise the Foreign Resort a lot of beer, they'll gin, they'll do whatever, they'll agree to anything. Jesus Christ.
Okay. You know, there's always my garden. We can put something up. You know, we don't need a big stage, so we can that with all the three of you in my garden.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we talk about it. So Mika, Stefan, Morten, Alex, Jonas, Matthias, and Hugo, if you're listening now, we keep in contact. And we're going to plan like a super amazing, brilliant, fucking great time for 2021 for all of us who wants to join us.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a very good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Sean, a last few words. I know you wanted to say something to the people.
Yeah. Like I this year's been hard, obviously, for everybody, and I want everybody at home to know that we miss you, and we miss this special connection that we have, and I think there's this idea sometimes, maybe more in the past, but that artists are separate from the audience. It's like the artists are here and the audience is over here, and it's this separate relationship, and it fucking isn't. That's horseshit. It's not. This is, you mean as much to us as we mean to you, and it's a thing that we both feed off of. And, you know, we've been getting a lot of emails and messages from people, and they're very touching. They mean a lot to us when we read these, because, you know, everyone's going through stuff, and Sean and I have good days and we have bad days. And when we see when we feel the support from people and we get all these beautiful messages from literally all across the world, it's overwhelming, and it's really touching to us to know that we've been able to have this kind of impact on people that are basically strangers. But you're not, because we've got this thing that we have together. We have this special understanding that we have through music and art and culture and through shared experiences. And if you're going through a hard time or having a shitty time, I'm sorry, and it sucks, and it's fucking horrible for everybody. And we are gonna do whatever we can to try to make it better in our small way that we can, which is just providing a bit of release and a bit of a sense of just getting lost in music and in creativity and thoughts and things. And it's really important that that how much this means to us. And we can have really shitty, depressing days, and it's just one message or one email or something from somebody just saying like, oh fuck, I was having a horrible time, and I listened to Thin Flesh and it just brings me up. Like, this stuff, it touches us so much. And thank you for allowing us to do this thing, because when we started Traitrs, we had no fucking idea if anybody would like this kind of music, anybody wanted to hear this kind of music, if anybody would give a fuck about us. And there's all this uncertainty with music, and you're always doubting yourself and questioning things, and and just something as simple as just feeling the support from everybody. This whole community is so good at just kind of helping each other, and it's really touching. And I just want people to know that, like, when shows open up, Sean and I are going to work our fucking asses off again to make sure that this is bigger and better and more awesome than any of us can imagine. So I hope you guys are all doing okay, and just know that, like, it's okay to feel like shit some days, because the world's in this horrible, dark place right now. Aside from the pandemic, like, there's this horrible things going on literally all over the world, and the pandemic is just like this cloud hovering over everybody. And it's okay, even if you are doing all right health-wise and things, it's okay. Like, there's a weight to it, and there's it's gonna have some effect on you mentally, and it's fine. It's okay. We're all experiencing this together, and you're not alone, even though we're physically apart. We're anything but apart. And it's stuff like music and this special connection that we have. If you need that to keep yourself going, then just know that we're all here to help each other and to take care of each other. And I hope you're all doing good. I hope next year is a better year. I can't guarantee anything, but I really hope it is. And from the bottom of my heart, and from the bottom of Sean's heart too, we love you all, and we're gonna get through this, okay? Everyone's gonna be okay. We're gonna get through it together, and we'll all be together once again. So just thank you for all the support. If you've bought a shirt or downloaded a song, or if you've done anything, just liked a picture or something, thank you. We see it, and it means the world to us. And it's our personal responsibility to give you the best art we possibly can. And this is what we're doing. And I hope we can get back together sooner than later. So thank you so much. And thank you, Nina, for allowing me to come on here and ramble and talk too much. Thank you so much. I can't say enough kind things about yourself and Minicave and everything. So, it's just, you meet so many special, weird people when you do this line of work or whatever it is. It's in this industry. We meet so many cool, interesting people, and we're so fortunate. And I'll see you guys at the merch tables. I'll be sweaty, and I'll be tired, and I'll probably not have slept in 36 hours like usual, but I'm gonna be so happy to see you guys. So just thank you so much, and stay safe, stay healthy. For the love of God, wear your fucking mask, please. Just please. It'll all be over a lot quicker if we just wear our masks, okay? It's not fascist. It's just a mask. Anyway, I'm kidding. So yeah, but just I don't know. I don't want to end on a sad note, but just like it's positive. This is all, you know, we're stronger in numbers, and politicians don't care about us, and corporations don't fucking care about us, but we care about each other, and that's what fucking matters, is being there for your friends and your family and your neighbors and anybody that's having a fucking shitty time during this shitty time. You know, this is who we've got, and there's strength in numbers. There's more of us than there are of them. So yeah.
So true. So thank you so much, Sean.
Yeah, thank you, Nina. Thanks for having us, and Happy New Year. Whatever the fuck you celebrate, happy that. And yeah, and enjoy this. How many is it? It's a 12-hour long stream. How long is the stream? Yeah, enjoy all 12 hours of this. Crazy. Yeah. And we'll see you all in person very soon.
Yeah. So that's what I hope too, and that's what we all hope. And to all of you people out there, what I can tell you is that whatever Sean said, he really means it, both of them. So that's why we do this interview here, because I really know they really mean what they say. If it's special for them to read of you, yeah, I know they really mean it, and so that's why Sean, you saw in the interview now, is in the chat now. You can chat with him on Twitch and, you know, ask him questions or say some words if you want.
Yeah.
And
anything. Talk to me about anything. Whatever you want. What movies I've watched. I've been watching crazy movies. Just, you know, reading books. Whatever it is. It doesn't have to be about music. Ask me about anything. It's, yeah. But yeah, I'd love to talk. I'd love to chat and enjoy the rest of the stream. And Happy New Year to everybody watching and listening and participating in this. Everybody, all the bands, all the DJs and the promoters. Happy New Year. And I hope you guys all enjoy this.
Thank you so much. And bye, and see you soon.
Bye. See you soon. Hopefully sooner than later. Bye.